So today I'm in the little corner of my garage that is my space that contains my tools. Of course, we have a nice two-car garage, but it's filled with family things and bicycles and a garage fridge and a bunch of sporting equipment, as you can see here. But this little corner is where I keep my tools. And today I'm going to show you what I'm going to be changing about this area, and it's mostly inside this drawer. Most of the tools that I have, I purchased when I was much younger. When I first started working on cars, I remember buying like about 156-piece Craftsman mechanics tool set. It might not even have been that many. And that's most of the tools I have, in addition to some that I've picked up at estate sales here or there. That's a pro tip, by the way. If you're looking for really good quality tools, estate sales in your area are a really good place to find tools that are really in still good shape for relatively cheap. But anyway, back to what I'm going to be doing today. So as I'm going to be working on cars a little bit more, it was time for me to kind of upgrade the wrenches and socket sets that I had, and as well as my screwdrivers. But there are two main things that I wanted to do. Number one, I wanted to purchase a new mechanics tool set that was portable, something that came in a case that had everything that I needed, that I could just throw into the car if I was going to a track day or if I was going to my buddy's shop to work on my car. I could easily grab something and go without having to pack things into like a bag like this, which is what I've been doing, is like throwing things into a bag that I think I might need. In addition, I wanted to really organize this tool drawer and also get some new sockets and wrenches for this. Some of the stuff in here is pretty good, but I'm missing certain things, and also it's not organized as well I would like. It is still organized, so I'm going to show you that. So I decided to start looking, since it's Black Friday, the Black Friday weekend and Cyber Monday, for different tools. Now, I'm fortunate that my job actually gives us a certain amount of money every year that we can spend on hobbies, and one of those hobbies is buying equipment like wrenches. So I was able to buy a bunch of tools, probably about $600 worth, and have it all covered by my job, which is a huge perk that I love. So today I'm actually going to show you what I'm going to do with this top drawer I have right here, which you can't see, the set from GEARWRENCH. I want to talk a little bit more about it. And then in this video as well, on a different day, I will show you the mechanics tool set that I also got. Maybe it'll give you some ideas for what you can do in your garage in a tight space like I have. Quickly take you through my tool chest here and some of these drawers, just show you what I have for tools. I'll start with what's on top here. I have this old Craftsman tool chest. I think I got this at an estate sale. It has just random stuff in here, some gloves, mallet, extra drill bits, extra different tools here or there that I might use. It's not really well organized. There's a lot of free space that I can better use. So I'll probably organize that at some point, but anyway, that's what's in there, nothing big. This is kind of my main thing that I use, which is this tool bag, and that's for mostly doing work around the house. It has, a tester for electrical, has needle nose pliers, wire strippers. There's actually one of the light switches in here that I probably need to do still. That's on my honey-do list. Just other stuff that I would use around the house. And I also throw this in the car if I'm going to work on some stuff, or I'm going to a track day. I throw a bunch of stuff in here and just chuck it in the car. I have my Ryobi chargers for my battery-powered tools. These are 18 volt. So you can see I have a Ryobi drill here, and then I have another one that I picked up last year as well to get in different kinds of spaces. Up there you can see my jacks. I have 4 different types of jacks. I used those last year when I had the Audi up on all 4 jack stands. And then I have just other miscellaneous tools. This is actually I believe this is a jack, or is a drill, a plug-in drill, electric drill that's not battery powered, as well as like all my different fluids and stuff up here. But the main area that I'm going to be working in is in these drawers. So the main area that I'm going to be focused on is this top drawer here, which this is where I have all of the sockets and wrenches and adapters and extensions that I own. Now, a lot of these came from my Craftsman mechanics tool set, and then some of them, like these, you can see are a little bit older, different. They came from the different estate sales and things like that. Some of these I will keep, some of them I'll probably give to my cousins and other folks that I know need some tools, but it's not poorly organized, but you can see there's lots of gaps here, and also you know, some of these are not necessarily as good as they used to be. And so I just was ready to kind of refresh this and get some new tools in here. But some of this stuff for sure is going to stay. You can really never have too many extensions either and adapters. So all of this stuff back here is going to stay, but this main area here we're going to change out. Now in the other drawers are different tools. Wrenches here, I have quite a few wrenches of different sizes, a lot of duplicate sizes. Like I said, I got some, and then I got some others in different places, and then they had the same sizes. So, and I also need to organize this if I'm being honest with myself. But one of the things that I'm excited about is one of these sets, I cannot remember which one, has ratcheting wrenches, and I do not have any ratcheting wrenches. So excited to have those. And then I'm gonna take some of these that are duplicates and give them to my cousins. Now, in the other drawers, just tools that you may need around your house. You definitely cannot have enough of these clamps. I have electrical stuff for when I'm replacing outlets and sockets in the house. Here is just larger screwdrivers, things for plumbing, and other miscellaneous tools. This is a grease gun, which actually still has grease in it. I don't think I've ever used that. I think that was one of the things that came in an estate sale, but it might come in handy sooner rather than later, actually. And then more stuff for electrical, just an extension cord. There's jumper cables, there's some conduit here. On this side, we have hammers, saw, this is for drywall. That comes in handy when I am hanging TVs and stuff. And then a wire brush. Miscellaneous tools, picks. Picks actually come in handy with the car. Different hex sets. Allen wrenches, you're gonna need Allen wrenches. Make sure you have Allen wrenches. A good Allen wrench set comes in very handy. Miscellaneous screws, nails, and nuts, drill bits, bolts, things like that that are here. And then let's see what else. And then we have some power tools here. And this I just picked up, which are some wire wheels, which I'm going to use for some rust stuff. So that's pretty much it. We're going to be focusing on this top drawer here. So let us take a look at what we bought, and then we'll see how we're going to clean this up. Okay, we are here with this gear wrench set. I imagine that it is going to be quite a mess inside, but let us open it up and see what it looks like. What is there? Okay, there we go. And we'll put that back here, kind of open it up, and absolutely all of the parts are everywhere. So we're going to take some time to clean that back up, but you should be able to see what the set looks like. So let me take a second to put everything back where it belongs, and then let's walk through it. Okay, now that everything is in its place, let's take a look at this beautiful set. I absolutely love it. I was enjoying just putting things back into their place. It was super satisfying. It has been really well designed and laid out, great use of space. So let's just look at a couple of the different pieces here and just give you an idea of what everything is like. So first, let's take just a socket. The thing I noticed when I first picked it up is just the heft and quality. I think these are 12 point here, so they should grip really tightly. Has these nice ridges here at the bottom. And so they just look like they're super good quality here. So all the larger ones are kind of the star pattern. The smaller ones are the hex pattern here. Has quite a few extensions. I thought I would need to keep a lot of my other extensions. I probably will keep them because extensions come in really handy. But you can see here lots of different extensions: 1/2 inch, 10-inch extensions, 3/8, 10-inch, a 3/8, 3 and a 6, a 1/4, 3 and a 6, and a 1/4 10-inch extension. Really great for getting into all of those odd tight spaces in cars. It has 2 different spark plug sockets, which is super handy. My spark plug sockets are super old, so it's good. Looks like I'm still missing an 8 here, so I gotta hunt for that. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to give somebody a call. And then different adapters, so you can go from 1/2 inch to 3/8, a bit holder for the ratchets as well. And then even some more 1/2 inch extensions down here too. So lots of good stuff. It has metric and SAE. I mostly need metric, so I'm excited to see that it is a mostly metric set. It goes all the way from 4 all the way up to 32. Look at this big beast right here, 32 inch. super handy to have these big sockets around for random things. And then a good set of deep wells. Always need a good set of deep wells up to 19. I think I have a 21-inch deep well, but that's still really good. Let's take a look at the ratchets. Let's look at this 3/8 inch, which you use a lot. So you have your little click here for tighten and loosen. Oh yeah. I can't remember exactly the statistics on the teeth, but I can tell the difference between my old Craftsman and this. It clicks as soon as you move it just a little bit, which is gonna mean it's really gonna be really helpful in those super tight spaces. Oh yeah, let me grab my Craftsman 3/8 actually and show you the difference, right? So this is the one I've had for a long time, and you can see it has a lot more travel and it's just a lot looser. So this one in tight spaces, it just doesn't really perform very well. This is going to be really handy, and really hefty, has a nice thin handle but good grip to it. So I think this is going to be super good. Excited to have some new ratchets to be used with my tools. So awesome. So now I'm going to take out the stuff that's in the existing drawer, and then we'll slot this thing in and see how much more room we have left. Okay, so we are ready to go here to put this into the drawer. As you can see, it's still missing the 8mm. I have really scoured this box and packaging, and I cannot find the 8mm, which is a real bummer because everything else is so nice. So maybe I will either, I don't want to return the whole set, so I'll contact the Home Depot, or maybe I'll contact Gear Wrench and see if they can send me just an 8mm. But I've taken all my other wrenches out here. What I've left in the drawer, actually I've taken mostly the sockets out, some of the wrenches and extensions here, but in the drawer I've left most of my socket wrenches and some pliers and stuff. So I'm going to try to slot this into this corner. So let's go ahead and try to just get this moved over. I assume it'll fit here. Shove it up against that side, and it really slots in perfectly. Look at that. Yeah, so we have all of the extensions, the sockets, deep wells, bigger sockets, smaller sockets here, the ratchets, just in this beautiful package. I really love this. So what I need to figure out now is what else I want to keep. If there's anything that maybe I don't have a size here, but it looks like I have everything from 4.5 all the way up to 32. So I doubt I need any metric, but it's good to have a couple extra here or there. Certainly I'm going to keep an 8mm because I'm missing that. And then we'll see what I might give away. Yeah, let's go ahead and do some final organizing, and I'll show you what it'll look like at the end. So I think we're good. We've organized it, and I think this is how I'm going to leave it. So I have obviously the gear wrench set. I'm keeping my 8mm Craftsman for now. And then I have this really nice long breaker bar here, and then these little adapters for my drills that allow me to put sockets on them. Then I have some of the bigger SAEs that are missing. So I have this is actually a 13mm deep well, which is not included in this set. So I wanted to keep that. And then I have some of the SAEs. It only goes up to 7/8. So I wanted to go and make sure I kept some of the larger deep wells and also the larger regular SAEs, just in case I need them. Rarely do I use them. Then over here, I kept, this is a really nice 3/8 inch ratchet that has an adjustable head on it, which always comes in handy. I kept my other regular Craftsman 3/8 inch. I have a 1/4 inch, and then I have my big 1/2 inch. So just a couple extra. You never know, there are times where you need 2 ratchets, 2 wrenches to go in there. Extensions, I would really struggle to give away. So I kept my adapters and extensions, 1/2 inch extensions. Some of them I have versions of in here, so I'm not really sure if I need them, but once again, kept them. And then here you have all of the random adapters. I've kind of just shoved them together. These always come in handy. You can never have too many adapters. So That's it. That's what I'm keeping. Back here are all of the ones that are kind of left over. Let me turn the light on it here so you can kind of see it a little bit better. So quite a lot of sockets. A couple wrenches. I included a 1/2 inch and a 3/8 inch, and then this 1/4 inch adapter, which really doesn't make sense. So I'm just gonna throw this back in here just in case. Like I said, I really struggle to part with adapters and other types of things like that. But for the most part, there's this little metric carrying case set, which will come in handy. I'll probably give this to my cousin. All of this stuff, I think I'll just dump it in a bag. So the next part of the video, I will actually get tomorrow, hopefully, the mechanics tool set, and I'll go through and take you through that. All right, we are back. It is the next day and more stuff has arrived. And specifically, I got my wrenches in, or my wrenches, as my wife likes to correct me often. So let's get into this. So we're gonna open this and check it out. Maybe they'll have an 8mm in here to replace the one that was missing yesterday. From the sound of it, sounds like these are gonna be all over the place, just like the one was last night, so. Oh, no, not too bad, actually, not too bad. So let us just get these quickly situated. Okay. So this is the set of ratcheting wrenches. I have never owned a set of ratcheting wrenches. Always wanted some. Throw that back there. So we have, again, this set in foam. I'm gonna actually take it out of the foam here. So let's take a look at some of these. Let's grab the 16mm here. Okay. This is really nice. Good, solid weight and heft to it. Let's listen to this. Oh yeah. So these are all 90 tooth, I think, is they're called. And you can really feel how solid the clicking mechanism is. There's just not a lot of slop in there. Ooh, that's real nice. Awesome. So I'm hopeful that this will fit in the drawer here and I can take all of these other ones out. So it goes this way, flip it the other way. Yeah, these are really nice and solid. So it goes all the way from a 1/2 inch here. Actually, no, it goes smaller than that. So it goes all the way down to 5/16 on SAE, all the way up to 13/16. So some pretty good sizes here. And then on metric, it goes from 8 all the way up to 17. And then they have a few of these stubby ones at the top. So these little stubby wrenches here in different sizes. That's pretty cool, right? This little tiny stubby 12-inch here. Really great for getting into some tight spaces. So they have 10 through 15 in the stubbies, and then they have 7/16 through 5/8 in the stubbies. And then for the normal sizes, they start back at the 1/4 inch size, going all the way up to the 13/16. Here they go from 8 to 17. So they've done a really good job of packing this in. So let's go over to the tool bench here, clear out the old wrenches, and then let's get this swapped in. Okay, let's take a look at them. Yeah, I mean, they really just fit in the drawer really nice. I actually have quite a bit of space, so I could put some other tools in here, which I'll probably look through my old wrenches, just see if there's any specific ones that aren't here that I maybe have in the other wrenches, but these are really great, and it's awesome to finally have a set of nice ratcheting wrenches, both in the regular length and then the stubby length. This is gonna be great. So from here, let's look at the full mechanics tool set and see what's included in those. Okay, let's get this next box. See if we can open this thing. Now this is the mechanics tool set. This is the portable one. Let's try to get this out of here. Oh, this is a big boy. All right, so you can see it here. It's GEARWRENCH, 232 piece, 90T. Let's kind of give you some of the statistics here. Let's see if it's capturing it. We got 4 degree swing arc, 90 tooth, tighter turns, off corner loading, reduces faster rounding, engraved markings for easy identification, deep and standard, ratchets included, and durable storage. And let me tell you, it feels durable. It certainly feels like this thing's not gonna get messed up in 2 minutes and then I'm gonna have my tools sloshing around. So we'll see based on how it traveled. To the corner. Okay. First thing I notice is this top section. Okay, look at that. So it lifts open and you have a set of ratcheting wrenches at the top here. So just very similar, identical to the ones I just got. 90 tooth, gear wrench. So these are all metric. They go from 8 all the way to 19. Perfect. It's awesome. Cool. That's the top side. Okay, let's check out what's in these drawers. Let's see if that latch back okay. Oh, looks like I have these. Okay, that feels nice and sturdy. Oh yeah. Okay. And looks like it's gonna come out on its own. Let's pull that out and look at this top drawer. Nice. Okay, so you have a set of heavy duty Allen wrenches in here from 1.5 to 10. And then from 1/16 to 3/8, have a nice extension. This is a 3-inch extension. You have your 1/4-inch ratchet, little tiny guy. Yep. And then you have all of your sockets from 4 metric to 14, from 3/16 to 9/16, and then you have another round here as well. So this is all of your 1/4-inch stuff, and then another set of ratcheting wrenches, which is amazing. So this is where the SAE are, and up here where the metric. So that's the top section. Let's go with the next section here, see what we got. All right, so this is where all of the sockets are. Your bigger sockets, these are your 3/8. So you have your 3/8-inch ratchet. Sounds great. A set of 3/8-inch extensions. And you have your sockets. This looks to be a spark plug socket, a 5/8-inch spark plug socket included, which is extremely handy. And then you have your metric, long, deep wells. So these look like Torx, and I could be wrong with that. And then you have metric going up to 22. SAE going up to 15/16, and then more metric down here as well. So very nice set. So that's the second drawer. Let's try to stack that. And then number 3 is a giant mess. So let's see what we got in here. Got more Torx. Take me a second to reorganize this. Okay, so I got it all situated here. So these are something known as E-Torx. I'm not overly familiar with that. It looks like maybe it's just like the opposite of a Torx. I don't know. And then you have Hex, and these are Torx here. So just different kinds of things. I know some of the stuff on my Audi uses these. I actually have a set up there already. And then you have these little guys in there as well. Screwdriver, and then some of these different Torx bits. So that's pretty cool. Let's try this little handle here, just see. I mean, they really snug these screwdriver bits in here. Yeah, so it's magnetic, clicks in very tightly. Good. And has a good heft on the screwdriver. So that's really neat. So as you can tell, it comes with just on the sockets, socket wrenches, it comes with a 3/8 and a 1/4. It does not come with a 1/2-inch drive, which is fine. That's not necessary for when you're on the go. And it seems to slot in really nicely. Obviously, this drawer was a little messed up, so I'm hopeful that under normal circumstances, everything stays nice and tight and snug. But overall, I really like the set. Once again, the quality of the wrenches so far seems really high quality. I'm really excited to use these on the car. Go ahead and snap that back in. There we go. Yep, snaps in both sides here. Let's see, there we go. Oh yeah, really clicks in there. And then that clicks. And then that one, it's just a little loosey-goose for my liking, to be honest with you. I wish this one snapped in a little bit more, but I think it will be okay. So that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me put this out of the way. Well, I hope you enjoyed that slightly different video, a look at kind of the overhaul of my tool chest. Got new sockets, got new socket wrenches, got new wrenches, and got a new mechanics tool set. My other one, my Craftsman that I'd had for many years, cobbled together with a bunch of stuff from estate sales, was no longer cutting it, especially if I had to leave the house to do work. I didn't have any way to really transport it easily. I do now with this awesome mechanics toolkit from GEARWRENCH, and then how cool is it? The drawers now beautifully organized with foam. Everything is easy to get to, easy to transport. Even if I want to take it out while I'm working at home, I can easily take the foam out and have all my tools right there with me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I appreciate every like, subscribe, and especially the comments. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought about the video. Let me know if you have GEARWRENCH, you've used them before, and how you feel about the quality of the tools. So far it looks good, but obviously I haven't really used them myself. And then let me know if I said something inaccurate or something that I said that wasn't exactly right. Love to learn from you all as well. Alrighty, thanks again. Bye.